Yes, I have a couple of small ones to read. The first is a Baba poem that he wrote to Harry Kenmore in 1959. It is the law of love divine that you must wither, you must pine, that you must suffer, but not whine. Speak no words and write no line if you long for Valentine.
Can you say that again, Meher?
Yeah. It is the law of love divine that you must wither, you must pine, that you must suffer, but not whine. Speak no words and write no line if you long for Valentine.
Very nice. Thank you, Mayor
We
Prasad.
sang that on Valentine's Day.
Really? We sang it? Wow, that must have been neat.
Yeah.
And the second one is a quote. When you realize the truth as the very core of your being, you are free from all fear and helplessness, and all rivalries and conflicts reveal themselves to be meaningless, for you know yourself to be inviolably one with all that has life.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Okay,
All
Baba.
right, Jeff, I turn it over to you.
Okay. Well, while you folks are there, we decided to do a different thing this time, is to bring your favorite photographs of Baba and bring them, show them, and then if you have any story that goes with the photograph, any, certain your association with this photograph, it would be wonderful to hear. And before we begin, I'm going to read some. This is, I got two things. Mayor Prasad is going to help me with one of them when the time comes, but this is something that Mara wrote about Baba's photograph. Mara said, "To me, each and every photograph of Avatar Mara Baba, the beloved God man, is very precious. It is a portrayal of the divine coming amongst us in human form. True, no photograph or painting can do justice to the God man, who is the personification of love, perfection, and beauty. Beloved Baba's lovely hair, his twinkling brown eyes, his warm smile which lights up our world, his slim, shapely hands, and the swift tread of his lotus feet, his eloquent gestures and majestic presence were all beautiful expressions which spoke more than words of his love and which spoke more than the words of his love and concern for each one. But beloved Baba's photographs are a ray of the sun of his being, and gazing at them we feel the warmth, the light, and comfort of his presence. For those who have been with Baba and for those who have not, Baba's photographs are all the more meaningful now that he has dropped his human form." So, this is something that Mara said in 1982. Now, I'm going to start with a particular photograph, and it has a history behind it. And that, oh, not yet though. Um, Not quite yet. Wait 1 second. So, as you know, when Baba was in college, he walked by uh, Baba Jean one day. He used to stop by and see her, but on this particular day, he kissed Baba on the forehead, and the veil was removed, and he went into that transcendent state where he had only awareness of God and no awareness of creation. And then over the next 9 months, he made his way to Shirdi to see Sai Baba, and Sai Baba directed him to Pasni Maharaj. It's not too far away, in Sakori. It's not too far away. And when Baba walked over there, Upasni, who had been in seclusion in this little temple, stepped out and threw a stone at Baba as he approached and hit him in the exact place where Babajani kissed him, and he began to come down from the transcendent state all the way down, and it took Baba and him 7 years to make it down to the physical plane. And then he went to, after that was completed, he came to Bombay, to the home of one of his mandali. His name was Munshi Sahib. And Munshi just, made a heartfelt appeal to Baba to be able to take his photograph. And so, Baba had been in this little village for basically 7 years in obscurity. So anyway, he asked if he can have a photograph taken. And Baba said, only on the condition that he is wearing just what he's wearing in the posture that he's in. He was sitting on the floor, and he had a ragged, tight-fitting coat that was dirty. His sadra was tattered. He had just lived a very rough life there, externally. But Munshi, knowing that Baba's moods changed rapidly, he ran out and as quickly as he could got a photographer and brought him in. And Baba was in the same posture, talking with the mandali on the floor. And so a photograph was taken. And after the photograph was taken, Bailey, because Bailey's the one who relates this, he was kind of not happy with what Baba was wearing. He didn't look, he felt he should be wearing nice clothes and it should be a proper photograph. But this is what Baba said to him, Bailey, his childhood buddy. Now, and this, just imagine, this is the first photograph of Baba as the avatar. I mean, there are earlier photographs of Baba. He didn't actually care much to have his photograph taken, but this was the first photograph of Baba after he became fully established as the avatar. But here's what Baba said then. This is what Bailey writes. Baba indicated with a smile that in the times to come, his photograph would be taken on a daily basis, in great numbers and in different poses. They would be flashed in newspapers of different languages of the world and in books and magazines. His photos would be used in lockets around necks, keychains, coat buttons, finger rings, etc. Films would be taken of him and they would be screened. There would be paintings in all postures, smaller than the smallest, this is Chanadana, is it? Chanadana, the smallest pea size, and bigger than my size, 6 feet tall or larger. And so Bailey was shocked that this was what the Baba, living in obscurity, tells what is going to happen with his images over the next 50 years. So anyway, so you folks are invited to show bring out your favorite photographs of Baba. But in a second, Prakash is going to show that photograph, the very first photograph of Baba. But and then show your photographs. I don't know how to do it myself. You might have to show it, put it up to your camera, unless you know how to do the screen share. Okay, so here it is. Can you make it just a little bit bigger, or is it possible?
This is one of my favorite pictures of Bob. I love it.
Uh-huh. This is the very first photograph of Baba taken after he became the avatar. Yeah, I think, let's see. Oh, good.
Was he Marwan Seth then, or was he Marwan Seth before this photo?
You know, I don't know. It was later that he got the name Meher Baba,
Hmm.
given to him by his mandali. They may have called him Mayor Seth at that time. Taken in Bombay. Yeah.
How old was he about?
This was 1922. So Baba would have been, 28. I would say 28. Is that right?
Born in 94.
So handsome.
And it's funny because just prior to this, uh, he was smiling and just in a good mood, but he got a little more serious when this was taken. Yeah.
He's like a model.
Well, yeah, very intense. And like I say, this was a really tight-fitting coat, and the sadra was kind of all torn and everything. Dirty. You can see the kind of dirt on his pants and everything. And this is just how he won. This is, he said, this if you will take me as I am right now, you can take my photograph. Okay, well, is there anybody who has a photograph that they would like to share with us that they like? Okay.
I'm happy to go whilst you're figuring out the tech because I took it on my phone so I could just show my
Okay.
phone.
Okay.
So,
go ahead.
this is a new picture of Baba that I found. It's I think it's been recolored or something, but it's to me it's like an impressionist Monet painting. It's
Beautiful.
yeah, it's like for me, like there's all this light and you can't really see it so well on the screen, but yeah, it's got a very beautiful style. And also my second one, which this is actually Upasani Maharaj, dressing up in drag, dressing up as a woman, so it's really beautiful and nice, and
Upasani Maharaj.
expressing some sort of like cross-gender sanskars. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so those two are the ones that I brought for show and tell today.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, beautiful. And so that the one is probably from the 60s, is it? The first one, or 50s or 60s?
Yes, he's quite old. Yeah, it's 50s or 60s, something like then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff,
Okay.
can you see the hands up in the chat?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, Diane and Terry.
So, when Seppi came to my house and told me to pick a picture of Baba that I like, she had a whole stack of them. This was the one I chose.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, beautiful.
Can you see it?
Just a little higher, right there. Beautiful.
Looks like a Cherie Plumley. What did that be?
Is that a painting or a?
I don't know. I think it's a photograph.
I mean, it looks like a photograph that has been
Montage kind
Yeah.
of.
montaged. Yeah,
Cherie
beautiful.
Plumley is well known for doing that kind of putting
Yeah, lovely.
And
Any- and
I
what?
do have a lot more, but the one
Yeah.
that really moves me,
Yeah,
I can't explain why, but it just really moves me, is this one.
yeah. You like the earlier, connecting with the earlier Baba.
And I like it when he looks right at me.
Yeah.
That's
Any story about any of these?
No,
or-
just that we got it at a fundraiser at
The LA Center.
the LA Center,
Mhm.
and I just fell in love with it. I can't.
Yeah. That's in the 30s, I believe, and I can't remember. Too bad we don't have Hermes here. He knows exactly. everything.
Everyone.
Who's that?
I'm not sure.
Hermes, Lawrence Ryder. He was known as Hermes.
Oh,
He was the photograph walla.
so I have one
Yeah.
since we're unmuted. And I have a very, very busy mind. It is the one thing that I've asked Baba to help me quiet and let my heart move. So when we went to India, I said to Terry, "What are we going to do for 5 days without internet?" And she said, "If we just hold hands and take walks, that's good enough." So if you've been to the Pilgrim Center, you know that at each bed that there's a photo.
Yeah.
So above my bed was this one.
Oh.
Yeah. Beautiful. Tailor made.
I know everybody knows that photo and
Yeah.
relate to it, but it is one, it's on my screensaver on my phone. I have a photo of it at work on my desk, and
Yeah. And he eventually creates that inner quiet.
yeah,
Even if the
boy,
mind still goes, but the inner quiet will be there for sure. Yeah. Beautiful.
that got me through the day today.
Yeah. Yeah, well, let's see. Goer, I think that I don't know if I'm doing this in the right order. Um, I don't know if I go from bottom to top or top to bottom. I'll
I
start
guess
with
next
that.
rainy, rainy. Next one is rainy.
Oh, okay. Okay.
In the
I'll go.
chat.
I'll first go with Goer. She's at the top of my.
I was probably the last one to chime in. Okay. Well, anyway, all right. So I have about 5 of them to share with you.
Oh, good.
And the first one is my absolute very favorite one from years and years ago, which we have in all of our houses. I don't know, can you see?
You know what? We're.
Oh,
Okay, good.
I see what you're saying. Yes, yes. There we
Okay.
go.
Wow, it's beautiful.
There
That's
we
my
go.
favorite. This is my favorite.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, the eyes, they just go right through you, you know, like I love this picture. Absolutely adore it. So
Yeah.
that's the one we say our prayers to. And anyway, okay, let me bring me back to, nope. Okay, the next one I have is, now I'm going to have to just hold them up for you to see. So I'm a hopeless romantic. And years ago, when I first saw this picture, see that?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely fell in love with it. And this was years and years ago when we were up in New York. And I think the David Itkowitz, do you know him? He's a photographer.
Sure,
Yeah, he had given me this one. I just absolutely, the look in Mera's eyes, you know, looking at Baba. And I believe this was in France when they were in Cannes. Absolutely love it. So
yeah. That's the probably the greatest concentration of love in the universe, right there.
yeah, yes.
The two of them.
I call it the ultimate divine romance. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Okay. This is another one that I love a lot,
Yeah.
and this one has been with me for years and years. Again, love it. And in my morning prayers, I look at Baba at this picture and say my prayer.
That may be during the new life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So happy.
Yeah. And then this one I found recently, which shows a very humorous side.
Yeah.
It has this twinkle in his eyes, don't you think?
Yeah.
He's like he's sharing a divine joke with us. He's love this picture. Yeah. And then last but not least is this one that is done on it's done on like ceramic, I think. And I found it at my uncle's home in Karachi. So I brought it with me. I just love the way this picture is done. It's a painting actually on ceramic.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
And probably very old, would you say?
It is. My uncle has had it since I believe the 50s, 40s. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
But
probably
yeah.
it's from the 30s, but it probably goes way back.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
beautiful.
Who is your uncle? What's his name? Go.
This is my mom's brother. He passed away a few years ago in 2007. And when we had gone to Karachi to help clean out his apartment, I found this, and that's when I brought it. So my maternal uncle.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah.
So that's
Okay.
my part of
Thank
my.
you. You know,
Sure.
one just to mention one time we'll get Buzz and Ginger,
Mhm.
but there was one time when I think it may have been the women Mondali were going through some photographs of Baba, and there was one that they didn't care for so much, and they were just going to put it aside, and Baba said, no, no, 'cause that photograph is meant for somebody. You know, it may not, register with us, but there
Right.
may be a specific person
That it
that
was
is an expression that they need to see.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's see what Buzz and Ginger have here. I'm going to skip around because I don't know the exact order. Oh, yeah. That's in Madras.
Yes.
Yes, yes. I
And
can't. It's hard for me to
the
speak.
phone makes it look rainbow because of the splitting of the light.
Let's try that. Yeah. This has always been my favorite Baba photograph, taken in 1947, and I think it was Madras then. Now it's Chennai, right? Or do I have
Yeah.
that backwards?
No, you got it right.
Anyway, we had some visitors. We had some visitors come to Meher Mount, and after they visited Baba Tree, they came to the house, and the conversation. She said, "You have a favorite picture of Baba?" And I said, "Yes, I do." So I pulled this out, and she said, "Oh, that was taken in my front yard." This
Yeah.
was Leela Kasturi
Stories.
from Madras,
Wow,
and Bob
beautiful.
actually planted the tree he's leaning on.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
This was
So that's my story.
That was Baba's kind of confirming right there.
Confirming right there.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So Jay Baba,
Yeah, thank you. What about Ginger?
Ginger, you have a you have to. She has to find it.
What?
Well,
If you have time, go
come
and
back to
find it.
We'll come back later.
Yeah, good. Okay,
Okay.
let's go for Mayor Prasad.
All right. Let me share the screen. I think that maybe better.
Oh, good. You can actually.
Let me see if you guys can see it. All right. So this is my most favorite one.
Oh, beautiful.
Portofino.
yeah.
I have some attraction to Portofino.
Yes, me too. Me too. Oh God.
Oh, lovely. That
This
is.
is Villa Alta Chiara.
Mary and I went a few years ago, Mayor Prasad, to Portofino, along
Yeah.
with and tried to follow his track.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
nice.
I went there in 2011. It's a long story, but I was able to get inside Villa Alta Chiara, and when I entered the room where Baba was, probably sitting with his mandali, you could feel his presence even after so many years.
Wow.
The moment you entered the living room of the villa, it's a powerful presence, and inside actually the whole villa itself has a pretty strong presence. And I took a picture of myself exactly at this spot where Baba is standing.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's
But this picture is very attractive for me because
Yeah.
it's as if Baba is speaking to the trees, and something attracts me for
Do
this.
you have the photo of you on those stairs?
And
Yeah, I have it, but I have to look where it is. Yeah,
there's like Christ, too.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I wonder if anybody's seen the play that Joe Di Sabatino wrote.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that's a wonderful play. It's
It is fabulous.
boys.
This is also my desktop background on my computer, and whenever I have meetings at work, a couple of people, there is a brief time where they can see this picture before it switches to the actual content I'm trying to present, and they, one or two people stopped and asked, "Who is that?" Anyway, let's see. There is another one that I have, which is also very.
It's just.
And did any of you see Downton Abbey?
Yes, of course.
Well, the Lord Grantham was an architect, and he designed this house.
Oh,
It's based on Lord Grantham, and he was an architect, and he's the one who designed this house from England. Yeah,
wow.
this is beautiful.
Oh my God, this is gorgeous.
Los Angeles.
Adele is in the background.
Yeah.
Oh,
Adele.
right. At the LA.
Yeah, this is Baba in LA, and in the video, there is, for a split second, Baba looks at this, camera, and very, very, it's almost like fraction of a second where he catches your attention completely and then releases. It's beautiful to watch this.
Oh,
I had to make a lot of videos of this, play it again and again, and capture this finally.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you
in
can
the
get
blue
this
color.
on YouTube. You can get this on YouTube. So clear and beautiful. This whole three films. 1956.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
On his way to Australia in the blue coat.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is Baba with glasses there. In disguise. Okay, let's try Marion.
Did Tex Hightower make that coat?
Yes, that's the famous story.
Wow, the great story. Yeah. Go ahead.
So,
sorry.
Here comes Marion from New York.
Hi.
Manhattan.
Hi, I'm here. And now I don't, I'm on there. So, of course, so many favorites everybody has on there, and especially the ancient one, which is by my bed and that I also use for my prayers. But this one, I have a photo and then I have a painting. So this one of Baba at the, can you see that?
Yeah.
That's at the, he's washing his hands. I'm reading the back in the, wait a minute, hold on a minute. It's in the Narmada River. And the Narmada River is in central India, and it's always been on an important river. I have this on the back, between the Arabian Sea and the Ganges River. And the Hindus believe the Narmada River sprang from the body of the god Shiva, and is in sanctity, the Narmada ranks only after the Ganges. So this I got in India. No, a friend brought it in 1970. I was there in 69, and is supposedly, I just take a word for it, it was in one of those baskets where they would have photographs and that Baba had touched. But I won't swear by that, but that was the story. And so then it appeared on the front of Glow magazine as a painting by Anthony Davis in 1998. Can you see that one?
Yeah, beautiful.
So I have them both matted in the same light green, and I have them right one above the other in my bedroom. So they're the same view, but it's like the reproduction of the painting and the photograph. Yeah.
And I think it's the cover of Baba book too.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I think one of them.
I forgot which one it is. Yeah, that's the very cover. Beautiful.
Yeah.
The Beloved is all in all, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think Robert It All in All has a painting.
Someone will
Can we
find
use
it.
a lifeline, please, Regis?
What's that?
We use a lifeline call for who wants to be a Baba-aire,
Yeah.
Baba millionaire.
So that's
Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's try Dinku. Thank you, Marion. Beautiful.
I, Jay Baba,
Yeah.
I I don't know how to share because I'm on my phone, but this is my all-time favorite one. And check the phone there if you can see it. Hold on.
You're getting it. You're getting there.
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. This is my all-time favorite one.
Yeah. That was one of Mansari's favorites.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then of course I've got this one. Sorry.
Which is the one in the tube.
That's right. And that's my second favorite. And this, of course. These are my three favorites.
Beautiful. Yeah. That's in. Is that in Pune there? That one or? That last one?
I don't know. I used to pick up these posters when I was in Mehrabad, and then I'd bring them home and get them framed.
Yeah.
And I just got the new book by Rusbe Parucha, Avatar, the Twilight Songs.
Oh, that's a new one, I think. Haven't seen that one yet. Beautiful.
Yeah.
That looks like
it's
a
just recently come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, a sketch actually, but yeah, it's just recently come out. It's available on Amazon.
Oh, good. What's the title of it?
Avatar Meher Baba, The Twilight Songs.
The Twilight Songs. Okay, good.
Yeah. So Rusbe went around, meeting all those who had met Baba and who are still alive, and he's documented all their stories in this book.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Well, so you can get it on Amazon. Great.
That's right. That's how I got it.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Dinku.
Thank you.
Let's try Rainy.
We have several blessed pictures. The main one I wanted to show you, I can't put my hand on it. It might have got changed and put in a box. They keep being changed, the paintings and pictures. But this one's a blessed one.
Yeah.
And this one is a blessed one. Anavaz had it put in this pack for us, but that's where it stays. I hope it's all right in that. But it was a blessed picture from Baba, and she put on the back that it's blessed.
Yeah. Oh, great. Yeah.
But because I did so many projects, of the CDs and finding out Rhoda's favorite one is Baba in Cannes, and that's on her CD, and then Roshan's favorite one is Baba of Zoroaster, and that's on her CD. I kept having to buy, and all my CDs, I kept having to get more and more photos from Hermes, and became very adept at working with Hermes, which is a skill. And I ended up with so many photos because I could never make up my mind. As you all know, there's no way to make up your mind. There's the Chaiwala. I remember getting this one. Baba drinking from a saucer. But I wouldn't say it's my favorite picture, but a picture I have to be attached to one way or the other is this picture here.
Yeah.
Because this is how I came to Baba, essentially. And this picture was on a huge poster, which I don't know if it was in America too, it was in Australia, and it was on the top of the poster, a big poster. I'm talking like 5 foot high poster, but halfway underneath it was unlearn all you have learned. That whole discourse of unlearn all you have learned. And someone gave it to us, and I put it on the wall in about 67. 68. I'd already read the discourses, but I didn't really fully understand all about it all. And everybody around us was still taking drugs, and no matter what everyone said to them. And there were some people at our house, and they came and then they left with Stephen, but they left some food and drinks and things. And I just went into the kitchen and had a glass of water and came back into the bedroom, and I felt strange. Well, it turns out that glass of water was a quarter empty, and it had some a tab in it of some sort of a mescaline or some mind altering drug. And so I started to feel like really disembodied and like I was going to die. So I just sat on the floor in the end because I couldn't sit up, and I tried to do exactly what Baba's doing with his hands. Now, you could meditate on that for 3 lives. There's no way to do exactly what Baba's doing with his hands. It's so perfect. And that took up all the time of the trauma, trying to do it. And I could sort of understand unlearn. I couldn't get to all you have learned, but unlearn. And finally, I just said, I feel so awful. And I promise you, whoever you are, I'll never, ever do this ever again, whatever it is. And he opened his eyes. Now, I don't know if you know, there are 2 frames to this. There's this one, and then there's the next frame where his eyes are open, but I had never seen that photo. And Baba opened his eyes, and tears ran down his face. So I just kept tracking each tear until I got so tired I had to lay down. And then I laid down and I fell asleep and woke up the next morning to Stephen and his friend coming back saying, "What are you doing sleeping on the floor and in all that water?" And I said to him, "You know, you guys are doing something very wrong. And I've promised this man that I won't be doing anything like you're doing. And I'd probably be dead if I hadn't focused on this and made him this promise."
Yeah, beautiful. Wow. Thank you, Rainey. That some people say this is Baba in Samadhi. I've heard some of the older Baba people say that. Baba in a state of Samadhi. Yeah. Thank you, Rainey. Let's see. Let's Paula.
Okay. I've got 3 of them. This one, let's see. It's this, not that one. Hold on. This one.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah.
That, I'm dropping things. Hold on. So then I love that because I love the whole story of Baba with Lucky the monkey and how Lucky was chattering and telling Baba and complaining to him in his ear, and how Baba listens to every word. So sometimes he lets me draw him. But this one is new, and it's on the most recent glow. I'm gonna turn that off. And this one took my breath away. It absolutely takes my breath away. It's like when I look at this picture, I know I'm looking at God.
That's on the latest glow. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I know, it's beautiful.
Beautiful. Wow. Wow.
And it's probably been tinted so that it's, you know.
It's in gold. He did it in gold somehow. There's some kind of a technique that used gold, like, I don't know, it's an old kind of technique. It's probably the story of that is on the back of that picture. And it's framed. So anyway, so those are some. I don't have favorite. Well, that one is just knocked me out, but they're all my favorites.
Yeah. Thank you,
And
Debbie.
different ones are favorites at different times, depending on what I need to see or hear from Baba.
Paula, did you
Good.
say you drew that picture of Baba and Lucky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Could we see
Yeah,
it?
Baba lets me draw. Well, I've drawn a lot of Baba, but you know, like in the, yeah.
Wow, it's lovely.
You can get lost in Baba's mustache and his mouth. And in this new photograph, I've never seen Baba's mouth look like that. I looked at Baba a lot because I've drawn Baba a lot, but I've never seen him look like that. That photograph is just glorious. It just really fills me with, I mean, it's like, yeah, this is God.
Thank you.
So,
Is that the 1934 photo, Paula?
I don't know. It's one that, you know, Marnie Frank's, it's Doug Frank, right? He's the one that did that. He retouched that.
Is that it?
If I may add, it is 1934 picture
that
taken in, yeah, Zurich by Heidi Mertens, I think. She
Yeah,
took the
see it on the
picture.
bottom there in your book, Paula.
What?
It's in your book. It's on the bottom there on page. Oh, it doesn't have page numbers. A third of the way through, it's small on the bottom of the book.
Of the glow?
No, of your Baba.
Oh.
Love personified.
Human form. God in human form.
Oh, wait. Okay, I've got that right in front of me. What page is it?
It doesn't have page numbers.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But it's about halfway through. Okay.
It's after this big one.
34 or 5.
After this big one, and then the next page. This big one, and then it's the next page with lots of pictures on it, down the bottom.
Well, I'm sure I'll find it.
Yes. It's about a third of the way through, and there's 1, 2, 3, 7 pictures on the same page.
Oh no, this one's like that. It's fine. I mean, I just love the way this one's done, and I love that it was done with gold.
Yeah.
There's just something about it that's so that just really
mixed with
yeah, it just really touches my heart.
Beautiful.
Mayor Chand.
Jai Mayor Baba, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got 7 photographs which I have to.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that actually Baba's signature on the bottom? I mean, a real signature?
Muted. Can you unmute?
This is the photograph where Baba sent 5 photographs through Adi Kerani to our family on 1951. This is one of the photographs. And subsequently, during 1954's Andra's second Andhra visit, Baba has garlanded the photo, enlarged photo of this photo, as Baba garlanded and given Aarti and bow down, saying that there is no one else to bow down except myself. So I'm bowing down to this picture. So that got on 22nd February 1954. And I was subsequent to Baba's visit on 5th March I was born after Baba left the house on 22nd. I was born on 5th, exactly 12 days. The other picture I'm going to show is
Mayor Chand, is that the actual photograph?
Yeah, actual photograph.
Wow, beautiful. So that's blessed.
Yeah, that Baba touched also, and Baba given Aarti also, and also Baba garlanded and bowed down to that photo also.
Wow.
And recently we given that photograph to a Machilipatnam center with the Baba's chair and all that, because that belongs to Machilipatnam Center property. So we thought, after our family, who is going to look after and all that, I thought it let her go to Machilipatnam Center.
Beautiful. Wow.
And this is the photo. This was on 12th April 1959. Baba has given a special interview to my uncle, who was instrumental in drafting the trust deed. Succeeded not drafting, he succeeded before arguing before the charity commissioner, and then it was signed by Baba on 6th April 1959, the trust deed. Afterwards, Baba called my uncle, and my uncle, myself, and my grandmother went to there in a interview room that is not in the main Mandali Hall in Guru Prasad. Baba was in that pose. Immediately after seeing that photograph, subsequently I purchased the calendar and framed it because it has my personal link of my first touch of Baba's feet on 12th April 1959. The other photograph I'm going to show you is this. I took it to Baba in 1965, and while taking darshan, I give it to Baba. Baba touched and give it to me. This is the copy I've taken from, because all the originals I preserved it, and this is the photograph which I like a lot.
Yeah.
This is the, and normally I make around about 20 to 25 photographs keep with me, and Baba's family's wedding or some function, I always gift them with this photograph.
Yeah.
And these three are so precious to me. The other photograph is, I like the best photograph. Other photograph is, of course, this everyone knows about this photograph. And this is even in Mandali. Baba used to like this photograph a lot. This was in Erich Mama's house in Nagpur. When CD took this photograph, immediately Baba sent a cable to Erich family. Why you have sent me away from your house? They didn't realize it. Then they said, what's wrong? Why we have not sent Baba anywhere out of their house? Why should? Then they realized the photograph which Baba used to admire in their house. They went back to CD and brought that photograph. And this photograph is in Mandali Hall, right side of the Baba's chair. And every day Baba used to keep one flower to this photograph.
When Baba said that he would give the original photograph that was in Erich's family's house, he would give darshan 24 hours a day from that photograph.
Yeah.
Yeah, his exact words were, I am in this photo.
Photo, yeah.
I am in this photo.
And this photograph is most popular in most of India. This is called Darbar pose. This is called Darbar pose. And where you can find Baba as stretched his legs so that we can have his darshan of his lotus feet. This photo was taken in 1959 by one. This is a big little story. It was published also in Lord Mayor about Rige. He has written a Baba a letter, and Marathi letter, in those days Marathi letters used to read by Balnathu. Balnathu felt little, after reading the letter, he felt that the Rige was little egoistic person. He was all the time is praising, if you give me opportunity, I'll take a good photograph of Baba. So that he kept the letter in a side way, Balnathu. When Baba asked to read that letters, he kept it in side way. Then Baba again asked, lot of stories that I'm just cut shorting it. Baba asked, is any letters left? With a uninterested mood, Balnathu read. Then he said, okay, call him. Then Balnathu was surprised. And then the photographer came and he took the photograph in 1959. Baba was in a very good mood that day. So he liked that photograph, the recon of his mood. And it was one of the best photographs I like, because we can have Baba's lotus feet darshan also in these photographs. The other photograph, which you know that most popular among in Andhra, is Chinmay Mudra. This was taken in Kusru Kotas in 1954 on September 17th. This photograph. This is most popular in Andhra. It is called Chinmay Mudra. That is, Chinmay Mudra means like this. Baba is happy like that. The other photograph, this is the photograph which Meramai selected for the Samadhi. You know, 1969, there was no photograph in the East Room. Originally, when Baba constructed this thing, when mural, Ellen Dam, she was painting the murals, and there she painted one photograph. Baba asked to kept it there, and after Ellen Dam left, Baba asked that photograph to be removed and kept it in Rauri cable. Still, that photograph is in Rauri. Means that the enlarged version was again repainted by Rano Gali. So that is, you can find it in Rauri cable. The other photograph is taken by Vijayshree's uncle, M.S. Sitaramurthy. Then he took the photographs that you can find that photograph originally from 1969 to 1993 till the photo was replaced in the eastern window. That photo was very popular, and that was kept there. Because when Baba dropped body, nobody realized the photograph or anything. Everybody was in, I can say, in their mood, because Baba dropped body. It was a surprising and shock to them. And then nobody. So he suddenly took the photograph and kept it at the Eastern Room. And Manish showed that to Meramai. She says, Baba is consoling you, don't worry. Then later, 93, this picture was brought into the Samadhi. It was painted, it was originally taken, photograph was taken in a place called, I didn't remember the place, but I'll try to. That was the place where the photo was taken by Elizabeth Patterson. And then she asked, Meramai asked Charlie Morgan or Charlie Morton to paint it, and with lot of instructions and all, ultimately the photo finally came in the year 1993. These are the photos, are my favorite photos.
Okay.
Jai Meher Baba.
This photo was the one in the Samadhi, and that's now in the cabin, but Meher's image has appeared in the bottom of the garland.
Yeah, that was the reason when Mani tried to explain the Meramai, and Meramai saw that, and her picture was in garland.
Yeah.
It was consoled, that's what. And subsequently, when he took the photographs, this is the photograph that Vijayshree's uncle took.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
It's very clear.
At the bottom.
In not only one photograph, in all photos.
Yeah.
Even the photographer didn't notice when he took the photograph. Then subsequently, the form was formed.
Yeah, she was thrilled when she went into the cabin and someone pointed it out to her. Mera, look, you're clearly in the garland there.
Yeah.
Wow,
and not only that,
amazing.
one word they said this, not only in the garland, but also you are in Baba's lap.
Right.
Beautiful.
Great.
Yeah. Hey, well, let's.
Avatar Meher Baba ki jai.
Thank you. Let's see, Ginger. Did you find one in the back in the
Amy, can you hold it up again?
One more time.
Oh, gracious. Oh, it stayed there. Oh, thank you, Baba. It was an age after age. On the Tony put it up on age after age. So it must be on Meher Baba Travels. But we bowed down to this for many, many years, and some of us were quite distraught when it was taken. But then we found it was put.
And is that a picture of Mera attached to the garland?
If you look closely down the bottom here, you can see Mera in the garland. It's appeared there.
Yeah,
it just appeared there, but it's not a photo?
No, it's an apparition.
It's just it's made up from the garland itself. There's an image of Mera, that white part there at the bottom.
Unreal.
You can kind of see it.
She was surprised too, Terry.
Yes.
Can you send that to us, Rainey?
Sure, sure.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Ginger, did you find something back in your? Oh,
Run.
Can you hear me?
yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
So the story behind this, the first time we went to Myrtle Beach was 1971, and having a tour of Baba's house with Jane Haynes, I remember this photo with two others, three of them, in the living room, and was very drawn to it. Then completely forgot about it. And then while we were living in Myrtle Beach, Buzz and Wendy had the fundraiser to raise money for the film. So part of that fundraiser, there were three small photos, this one and two others that we bid on. They were photos that were on Kitty's desk. And so we won that. So we purchased them. Then while we were there, we had Wendy for lunch at our house, and I was showing her where we had put them up on the wall. And she said, oh, those were the ones that were on Kitty's desk. She gave me the three others. So we have 6 that are in a series of that. So that has special meaning for me. And again, starting new to Baba, was drawn to the young Baba, but over the years it has progressed that now more drawn to the older Baba.
Yeah.
So
I feel the same. That last film of Baba, or the second to the last film of Baba, is very powerful. Yeah. Thank you, Ginger. Jay Simha. And Shalaja. Oh, they can do it on the screensaver. Or whatever it is, the screen sharer. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, this is the one. This was Rhoda Mystery's favorite photo of Baba.
That's in, was that in Cannes? Or?
Yeah, it's
Baba in Cannes, yeah.
If you see above Baba, to the as we're looking at it, his right forehead up there, you can see his image, right? To the right, go to the right a little bit. See, right? Can you see Baba right there? See it? Is it, well, it's right, and there are a couple of images, but that one.
I see that.
Yeah, Baba's peering in the bushes.
Yep.
You know, one time I said to Kitty, you know, Kitty, I said, when I'm going around the center and I see Baba's image in the configuration of leaves and shadow and everything, I know that, you know, even though I'm involved in work and everything, I know I've been thinking of Baba.
Mm-hmm.
She said, no, that's not you're thinking about Baba, that's Baba thinking about you.
That's great.
So
Jeff, that happened
that's
to me a
even
lot.
more beautiful. So when you see Baba in
Yeah.
a configuration of leaves or in the
Yeah.
bark of tree, that
Yes.
that Kitty would say that's Baba looking at you. Baba
Jeff.
aware of you.
Yeah, Jeff, that happens to me a lot.
Yeah, well he's he's looking at you.
Thank
thinking
you.
of you.
That makes
was
me feel
Kitty's.
wonderful.
Wonderful.
I did just happen to see on this photo that I'd said was blessed. Then I doubted myself, wondering why did I have it and where did I get it? And then I peeled back the paper at the bottom and it says, "This is blessed by Mayor Barber. I purchased it from Melody Dickinson, who got it from the Mandali in 1969 in India."
Yeah, beautiful. That's such a lovely photograph. He's so clear.
Yes, it's probably a platinum print or something, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Well, we're what about was that Jay Seema or was that Shalaja?
That's me, Prakash here, Jai Baba.
Okay, Prakash.
This fan finally turned off, so I can now speak. Anyway, so I have some pictures here. I have no real story, but then when I do some sort of meditation or thinking about Baba in the morning, I try to visualize Baba and him in various places like Mandali Hall, Seclusion Hill, Baba's room, and so on and so forth. I spend about 5 minutes in each room, and that's how I do my prayer in the morning. And so I'm going to share some pictures which I think of, and first I got to share my screen. Yeah, there I am. Share my screen. Okay, and that's the one which Jeff showed us. And this is the one I really love. This is one of the beautiful pictures. Fishery Quarters, 1954. And there is another picture of Baba looking at a kid, which I cannot get it here, but then that's another thing I really love. And then I have, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, 3 incredible weeks.
Yes. And like Merchant said, this is the most incredible pose. I mean, this beautiful one. I like this one too. And my brother has it in his house. And whenever I touch Baba's feet on the big photograph that he has of Baba in this particular pose, oh God, I mean, I feel touched. And my brother is like, he has been touched, but Baba actually kissed him. So I guess he has something special going on there.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's the beauty.
Very clear.
Yeah. And generally, I mean, I visualize. So there is one picture, again, as I said, in the morning when I do prayers, I visualize myself in all these places sitting in front of Baba. And this is one of the pictures. I think it's one of the New Life meetings, perhaps. Yeah.
At the beginning of the New Life.
Yeah, I mean, I put myself here in the corner trying to look at Baba, and that's how I try to visualize. And then I have this when I think of Lagoon Cabin. I mean, this is the one I use, which I really love. And then further is that this is Shailaja's famous picture. I mean, she loves this picture here.
Yeah.
And that's what she said. And we all obviously love that one. And then this is my kids' favorite. I mean, they love this one. And young Baba, like this. So they love this one. This is not very clear picture, but that's the best I could do here.
Ash, you do have a lot of static coming from your microphone.
Yeah, I know why it is, because that's the reason why I tried to keep myself muted. I didn't want to share my once a fan runs, I mean, we installed a new furnace, and this is a problem we have. It just makes a lot of noise. So let me pause here, and then I'll let you guys take over. Jai Baba.
Yeah, thank you, Prakash. Beautiful.
Jai Baba.
Oh, that's lovely. Maybe at the end, bring the Baba's tomb back, and we'll have a period of silence in Baba's tomb. I'll contact you. Okay. Okay, Betty.
I have two that I wanted to. Let's see. Where am I? Okay. This one. When we bought our house, a Baba house from Jim and Jean Wilson, who were 30 years. I don't know. Let's see. Oops, I gotta. How can I get rid of that?
Reflection. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to show you. Anyway, this photo. It was one that it's Baba.
That's good right there. Yeah.
It's Baba and Mara and Mustan, the dog, and it reminds me of Jim and Jean, who were dear friends, and I just felt like it was an incredibly fortunate thing that we were able to buy this house and come here and kind of take over as proprietors of Baba House. And this just reminds me of Jim and Jean, who are a
beautiful
wonderful couple.
They're sweethearts.
They're lovely people, yeah.
The 4 J's, yeah.
Right. So that's that one, and then we the Baba at okay, now that one this one I can share, I believe. I mean, do screen share. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I think it's here. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, okay. One of my most profound experiences with Baba was in his room, and I was all actually I was all sort of torn up over the whole issue of the whole when the Sufi I guess you'd call it the Sufi problem came up, and I just felt like it was a divorce. I felt like we were once a family, and it was just torn asunder, and I couldn't. I mean, I agonized over that whole situation for years. And on my first trip I went to India kind of deliberately when the Sufis were there in '87. That was my first trip to India after being a Baba lover for 14 years. And I brought that problem. It was just I brought that problem to India with me. I just felt like I had to. I couldn't let it go. And I remember Casey knew that I was upset about this, and she said, "Betty, you know the story of Baba at King Arthur's seat, how there's one river that winds back and forth and one river that goes straight to the source." And I said, "Yeah, but Casey, how do you know which river? How do you know who's right or wrong here?" But anyway, when I went into I entered Baba's room, and for some reason it was totally empty, and I just immediately felt his very strong presence there. And this picture was on the wall, and it just gave me great assurance. And then I looked at the sayings of Hafiz, befitting a fortunate slave. I don't know it all, but it just was. It's not like I came out going, "Oh, I know they're right and they're wrong." That wasn't it at all. It to me it was like it took that problem off my shoulders. It wasn't my problem. I still I'm very fond of many Sufis that I know, and that's just okay. I'll go through life that way. Anyway,
Yeah, we're all Baba in disguise.
So this photo is meaningful to me for that reason.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
That's in Baba's room at Marizan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I can't see the. Let's see if there's anyone else. Anyone that. I mean, I kind of sprang this on people so they don't necessarily. Oh, there we go, Meph. let's get Meph there.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it.
Let's see. We'll try to get.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, there we see it.
This isn't exactly my favorite. I can't come across it right now, but I just think it's so amusing. This was 1956 in Satara.
Satara, yeah.
And this is one of Hermes' collection.
Yeah. I mean the humanness of this.
Well, yeah, he's got the umbrella and yeah, the humor. This is another one of Hermes, and let's see.
Oh, yeah. That's a lovely one.
Isn't that striking?
Yeah. And the eyes.
It's like he's looking straight at you.
Well, he is. Yeah. There's my favorite. Who was it who had the series? Oh, it was Sam and what's this? Who had the series of 6 photos?
Oh, that was you mean Buzz and Ginger, perhaps, or
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Buzz. Yeah. That I love that series. That's really my favorite series.
the ones that they showed.
But I have another one, and it just occurred to me. It's one that someone took in southern Arizona of the sky and the clouds, and Baba's face is so clear. Now I'll dig it out. It's somewhere on my computer, and maybe next time
Yeah, beautiful.
put it up, because it's really amazing. It's not sort of vague. If you use your imagination kind of thing. I mean, it's just, and the person is not a Baba lover. I don't know who the person is who posted it it on Facebook, but just wonderful. But I'll find it.
Thank you, Meph and Joshua.
Yes. So this is just one that I have around, but it's nice. I haven't heard it seen very much, but it's got a very lovely expression with lots of pathos and lots of gentleness and, you know, a little bit of melancholy as well. Let's see how it comes up. But yeah, this I always connect very well with this one because I think it's
Yeah.
you know, it's very loving. Like I connect a lot with the love.
Yeah.
But yeah.
A good description you gave of it. There's some pathos there, and you know, a little bit of sadness and weight. Yeah.
Yeah, you
I've
know,
always,
it's
that's always struck me in that way.
it's very I like the ones where they're sort of like Christ-like, where he sort of looks like he could be on the cross being crucified or something like that, you know. It's very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's see. So, oh, we got Marta here. She.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can do this because I'm in the dark here.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
You look-
bring it toward you a little bit. There we go. Oh wow.
It looks regal. Boy.
I know.
I'm in command.
The masculine.
Yeah, this picture, the first time I saw this picture was at a Sahabas, and I just took my breath away because to me, this picture is Baba in all the masculinity and sensualness, strength, manliness, just like almost the animal aspect of the male, handsome, you know, kind of unkept, bad boy, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I flipped when I saw that and I thought, oh my God. And oh my God, wait a minute. And, you know, Baba says, I am who you take me to be. And I've always, you know, thought it would be a dream to have Baba as your boyfriend. And then I saw this picture and I said, okay, that's my man there. So that's the picture. I love it. I have many other ones, of course. As I age, my pictures age of Baba that I like, but I still really like this one. And I think it's an unusual one because I don't see too many of Baba's so kind of rough but yet so tender in his eyes and kind of melancholy and, you know, pensive, just really pensive.
Yeah.
So he's probably thinking about where is Mara?
And those eyes are just loaded, you know.
Oh God, the
with
whole thing
substance.
is so loaded. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful. Let's see. So we
We have one more.
okay. Let me just see if there's anybody that we might have missed, but
Fun.
we got just about everybody. I mean, Sham and some of those, Yasmin, Peter, we got Peter there.
Now Marcia. Now Paula.
One photo from me also. This
Yeah.
is small one, but has a special side pose from Baba.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful Shams.
That one is often drawn. I mean, people do paintings and drawings of that particular photo. Yeah. Thank you, Sham. Let's see.
There's Marsha sharing her picture.
Yeah, Marcia Malt.
And Paula and Rennie. And Mayor Prasad says it is true that there are almost no repetitions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like this one. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Ooh.
Yeah.
This is another nice one too.
Yeah. Baba dressed as I think it was a Maharashtrian farmer.
Right. This one is really cool. I don't know if you can see it good.
Oh yeah, that is in Mara's bedroom at in the guest house.
Yeah, this is in my bedroom right where I sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the pictures I use during my morning meditation. And I say my prayers very lightly because Baba is sleeping. But somehow I put him in Mansari's room. You know that sort of bed-like thing he has when Baba would come occasionally in the afternoons and rest in Mansari's room, and so I visualize that picture, which is beautiful. Thank you, Marsha.
Yeah, it's kind of dark in here.
No, we can see.
I'm going to another room.
Oh yeah.
That's one of my favorite.
There it is.
Yep, that's the one that Meth likes. The series of them that was in taken I think in 31 or something like that in London.
This is my favorite.
Yeah, there's Bob at Lower Marabad, kind of in a wild look.
Yeah. Well, I'll take you to my kitchen.
It's amazing how so many pictures of Baba in that we have in our houses.
It's a nice one.
Yeah.
Well, here's my favorite too.
Yeah.
That's all, folks.
Yeah, thank you. Let's see. Oh, Payam. Let's see. Let's take a look and see what Payam has.
Jay Baba.
Yeah.
Okay, I had the hardest time, hi everyone, figuring out which Baba picture to share. Because like most of you, I have Baba everywhere. But I'll share this one. Let me see if I can. Oh, how do I do this?
Jay Baba.
Jay Baba.
No.
Picture? Wait, no. Hold on. I don't know. You see that?
Yeah.
Baba sitting?
That's from the New Life. Yeah.
Actually, this is, I believe, in Marizod, right next
Yeah.
to Alaba's room.
Yeah. That was.
And I love this picture because it's so light, and it's like I give Baba a kiss on the cheek and get my hug for the day. I love this picture.
Yeah,
Now,
beautiful.
I'll tell you the story of this painting. Now, can you see this painting? Hold on. Nope, nope, nope. There it is. Okay, it's a very large painting. It's a Lynn Ott painting. And I'm going to show you what's across this painting. Directly across, there's a big window. Can you see this window?
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, and there's a street. And Baba's picture is framed by this window. And it is, we live maybe 3 houses from a very big nature preserve. So a lot of people walk by this street, walking their dogs or going for their walk for the evening or morning. And I know that they get to see this picture. It's directly out of my window. And how this painting came to us, I feel is a beautiful Baba story. So some of you know the twins, well, not Baba's nephew twins, but Terry and Lynn Adams. Do you guys? Okay. So Terry Adams used to live close to my home, and we have Monday night Baba meetings here. And hold on, let me see if I can switch this. I don't know why I can see myself and nobody else. Okay, here we go. So when her was born, her husband, as a present for the birth of their daughter, gave her this beautiful painting, the daughter. And it was in a storage unit, and she felt Baba's painting shouldn't be in a storage unit, and said, why don't we hang it in your home? You have Baba meetings and it'll stay there until we need it back. So for years it was in our home. And when she took it back, I could not fill that space with any other picture. No matter what Baba picture I would put in that space, I just couldn't, it wasn't the same. And years later, and it's a long story, I'll keep it short, this painting came back to us. And I can't tell you how perfectly it fits the frame of this window. And I keep thinking to myself that Baba does his work without us ever even knowing most of the time. And whatever glance he gives the person walking by the street, I just think that his blessing is for this whole neighborhood and whoever walks by. So I always keep that window. Most of the time it's open, even if it's like too light or whatever. I can't close the drapes because it blocks Baba's picture. Anyways, I just thought
and it's just framed by that beautiful window.
Yes.
You know, which is
yes.
Well,
So,
you'll have to sometime you'll have to come on and stand outside.
Yes.
And show us.
Yes.
Picture.
Because it's a pretty big painting, and like I said, it fits so you can see it. You don't have to squint from the street to see it. It's very beautiful. Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you, Payam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you
Yasmin.
show us?
Let's see, Yasmin.
Just a minute, I was in the middle of breakfast. Okay. Yeah. Oh God. Okay, can you see this? Can you see this?
Yeah. I mean, we can see the, oh, there. Not quite. We lost it. You're getting some of it in. Yeah, there we go. The 1925 picture of
And
Baba.
another, And one is this.
Ooh. Yeah. That's one of the very early pictures of Baba.
But that is the one which Baba said represented him as the avatar of the age. So I like that the best.
Yeah, that's the one that, you mean, is that the one that was in the Erich's family's house?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Hey, so we've got Paula again.
Yeah, I don't know. If you can see me or not? Yeah,
we see
okay.
you perfectly. Yeah.
So when I draw Baba, he does whatever he wants. And he always says whatever he wants to say, I think, through whatever he does. And then it's on top of another drawing I did it's Baba, but well, I had to make him look more like Jesus, but I couldn't because it's Baba. So, but anyway, it's on top of a drawing I did a long time ago of Jesus, that and his suffering.
Yeah, beautiful.
And that's and so I just put this on top of it because it reminds me of he's just he's so compassionate, he's so compassionate to let that come through, because that's exactly what happens. It's like when I've drawn Baba, it's, well, pretty much anything, but when I've drawn Baba, when I'm done, it's like, who did that? I didn't do it.
No, that's how it should be, Hey, so we'll go up to Rainey there.
You reminded me when you said many people draw this.
Ah, wow.
When I was very young, I took up drawing just to relax when I was finishing my music licentiate. Anyway, I'd given this to Francis and another little drawing. And when he passed, letters and pictures and things were given back to people. This was on a card and this was given back to me. I'd forgotten about it, but that's that photo that
pull it back a little
so
bit.
much.
Pull it back a little bit.
Beautiful.
Just
wow.
You're getting a little reflection. Beautiful. Yeah.
Beautiful.
But while I was looking at these photos, I realized they're all in frames and they need to come out of them and be checked. One of them was this. This was a gift from Hermes. And with Hermes, how beautifully they're all the proper plate prints from the negatives. And I love pictures with Baba's feet in them. And he gave me that with a couple of others for CD projects. But then in the kitchen, we have the famous picnic. And this is Milan, Lake Zurich. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
But it's an incredible print. I mean, you can actually see right into Baba's eyes with a magnifying glass. It's quite an incredible print.
Yeah, what a beautiful picture. I mean, what a beautiful thing to be there.
Where is this?
Lake Zurich in Milan. At Walter and Heidi Mertens. He stayed at their home, and this was a picnic they went on at Lake Zurich.
Just imagine being with Baba in such a relaxed and natural and intimate way.
Yeah, so she's even leaning on his chair. It's so cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gosh, that's
beautiful.
Picnic motivation.
Yeah. That's the ultimate picnic. Life's a picnic.
Yeah.
It's like that. And so Diane and Terry, have you...
Reminds me of Woden's art. Is wonderful. That feeling.
Well, we're all different in our taste. I just love the photos. I love photos.
Yeah. Oh, that's another beautiful one. Yep.
Kind of look. Terry sits like this a lot.
Yeah.
So does Baba.
And with his leg, his leg up and. Yeah.
He always has a leg up on us, right?
I know. Goer described Baba as being very graceful, truly graceful. And when Baba would walk back and forth, he was with the dancers in the log cabin. I mean the lagoon cabin. When he walked back and forth, they had never seen such grace. I mean, dancers aspire to that grace, to be able to walk as a whole, so naturally. And he just had that. Stunning. So, let's see. Well, I couldn't actually find the photograph. I mean, one of my favorites is the one you all know is 1956. But we have seen that, and but but the first Baba meeting I went to, I looked through about probably hundreds of photographs trying to find the one that came alive for me at my first Baba meeting, but I couldn't find it. So I couldn't. But I'll just tell you what happened is I was in college, and just as an elective I took a painting course. And so while the rest of us were painting these kind of boring still lifes, this guy a few easels over had somehow gotten permission to paint Baba. Typical Baba person, So he's over there, and I'd never heard of Baba. I didn't know who he was and everything, but he was quite an entertaining guy. But one day he asked if I want to go to a Baba meeting. Now that was not something that this was back in the 60s, and there wasn't much anything about spirituality, but I didn't know, I couldn't, I didn't have any reason for saying no. So I was on my way with this guy and a college buddy of mine. And so we went down to the meetings. These were the Monday night meetings in New York in on 57th Street, opposite the famous Carnegie Hall. It was called Little Carnegie Hall. It was a little recital hall. And it's the middle of winter. I have no idea what's happening. And so we go down there, and the elevator opens on the 4th floor, and my impression is all these old ladies. And all these old ladies, they come up and they start introducing themselves, and they're hugging us. Right and left, they're hugging us. They introduce themselves and hug us, and and it's a hallway. It's about 15 feet wide and 20 feet deep that leads into this recital hall where they had. So it took us about a half hour to get through just 20 feet, running into everybody. This is unusual in New York. This never happens in New York. The spontaneous love that's given like this, and it was like we were like three long lost nephews that had shown up at a family reunion, So anyway, we go to the back. We go in there and we sit at the back, and they have a movie of Baba and various things. They had just to mention they had done a recording of Madhusudan doing the arti, but they weren't able to get it completely on one side of the record, so they would have to stop in the middle of it and then flip it over and hear the rest of the arti. It was kind of funny, But anyway, I'm sitting there at the back, and they're in the movies and all that. And at the end of the movie, Ella Winterfeld says that they're going to have 3 minutes to think of Baba. 3 moments of silence, 3 minutes of silence. Now Baba's physically on Earth; he's in India. So they asked us to close our eyes and think of Baba. So I closed my eyes. I thought, I don't even know who he is. I've just come off the street and they're already asking me to meditate on their master. I thought I was kind of amused, but then I thought it's only 3 minutes out of my life. What's the big deal? So I'm sitting there and I'm looking around the room, and there's really a beautiful feeling. I wasn't really drawn to anything religious, you know, but there was a nice wholesome feeling in the room. And I looking around, and then I look up at this photograph. They had a large photograph of Baba on an easel in the front of the room. And I looked up there, and Baba's eyes came alive. And the moment I saw Baba's eyes, I knew that he was God, and my whole life was to be led for him. I mean, I up to that point, I didn't think you should follow anybody. And there I said, that's God himself. And and these are mainly older people. Baba began looking at everybody in the room, and I could see that each one was his very favorite. He loved and adored each one completely. I mean, normally you look through a room and you kind of brighten up for some and kind of a little lower key with someone else. But everybody, you know, they all meant the world to him. And my thought was, oh my God, if they had only idea, if they had only had the idea, what would you say? If they only knew how dearly he loves them. And so Baba was love glances. He was looking at all of them, and they're just they're there with their eyes closed, and they're not witnessing any of this. And then at one point, Baba came out, and he was standing right in front of me, and I got to look into his eyes. And I looked into his eyes, and there was no bottom to the love in his eyes. It went on forever. But it was, you know, there was more to it. But that photograph. It's the photograph that's in the lagoon cabin at the center in Myrtle Beach.
Hey, Jeff.
But I couldn't find it.
Jeff?
Yeah.
I have some pictures. Maybe you can find among them. I mean, if you want to take a quick look. I mean, these are small pictures, but I can expand.
I went through about maybe 500 of them. I couldn't find it.
Now, here, try these.
Baba is sitting in a chair, and he's looking right at you.
Oh, okay. These are supposed to be 1956, but some have been misplaced here.
Yeah, I think I even went through this.
Is it this one?
No, it's he's sitting in a chair, I think at Guru Prasad, just alone.
Oh, Guru Prasad. Okay.
I think it's Guru Prasad.
Okay.
Jeff, you originally told us it was the lagoon cabin.
What's that?
I thought you had said it was a lagoon cabin.
What? Where this happened?
Yeah, originally I thought you said it was a lagoon cabin, but now it's Guru Prasad.
I mean, the photograph is hung in the lagoon cabin.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's at Guru Prasad, but I couldn't, you can't believe how many photographs I was looking for through, but I couldn't find it. It's not, I can tell right away, it's none of these.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, it's, you know, but Baba said he could work through his, you know, through his photographs. But there's the line where Baba says, everyone is first in importance and no one is second. And that was his eyes when he looked at each one. That I could see there. And these are, you know, they're probably in there meditating and wondering, oh, I got to catch the subway. I hope I don't miss this. You know, they might be thinking that, but Baba just loved and adored them all. Yeah.
Jeff, it's Marta.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think you just say this to make us all feel good.
No, I mean,
You're an expert on God.
No, I have no doubt that he loves and adores us. Even if we think that other people don't care for us that much, or whatever. You know, I mean, even that story I mentioned the other night where Agnes Barron, who was kind of a little bit abrasive and people didn't like her sometimes, and you know, she kind of offended people, and when she was driving him from Marymount to to Los Angeles in 1956, she said, Baba, some people just don't like me. And Baba says, but I like you. So, you know, I mean, he is watching each of us, and he's not put off by all of our hang-ups and weaknesses and the things, the wrong thing, the selfish things we've done, even the cruel things. He made us. How could he not love us? You know, if he finds any fault with us, really, it's because it's to keep us from doing something that's not in our best interest. You know, I mean, if he shows any displeasure, it's just to keep us from walking off a cliff. But other.
Jeff, I love how you said he made us, so how can he not love us? That's a lovely line.
Yeah, no, it's really true. I mean,
yeah, it's true.
And it's just a matter of time. Yeah, just a matter of time. Well, hey, so here's what I was thinking. Let's have a few moments of silence here. But Prakash, I was hoping that Prakash could get the interior of Baba's tomb.
Yeah. 1 second.
Seven T-shirts isn't stained. I want that bracelet.
This is how I think Baba feels toward us. Right there.
Can you hold that up again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, let's see. See if we can get it on the. Can you get it on the speaker?
Yeah. Okay.
Do I need to go lower or higher, or I'm okay, I guess. I mean, if you want to feel affirmed, you know, I once said I once asked Darwin. I mean, I said, you know, there were conflicts and problems amongst the people when they came to see Baba here in 1956. How did Baba respond to these little conflicts that he saw between people? And Darwin said, Baba seemed oblivious. You know, he was looking at the soul and not he was looking at the soul of people, their essence, and not their clothing, so to speak, not their clashing wardrobes. Okay, let's see. I've got to get down to. All right, any last comments?
Jeff Payam had a question on whether it's time for me narrating the villa visit in Portofino. Maybe I can do that on Sunday.
Oh wait, I didn't quite hear you, Mayor Prasad.
Payam had a question on, is there time for me to share the experience of visiting the villa in Portofino?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I was thinking maybe I can do that Sunday or I can do it now. It's probably.
Oh, it's up to you.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I can probably shorten that to 3 to 5 minutes. Hopefully not more than that.
Yeah, or we can just take the time so that you don't have to kind of compress it too much. But it's up to you.
Yeah, I can do it now.
Okay.
So, before saying this story, I want to say what Charles Haynes said about Baba knowing our hearts. He said he knows our hearts. And
Could you move a little closer? I'm having a little trouble hearing you.
I hear a little bit of background noise. I don't know from where it is coming from. Must be from one of the unmuted. Maybe
Everybody can mute.
I'll move.
Diane?
It might be me. Let me mute.
Diana Terrier.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That helps. All right. So, Charles Haynes said he knows our hearts, and this is a great example of, Baba demonstrating that. For a very long time, I had this deep desire to be in Portofino, but I never thought I could actually make it to Portofino. But for a variety of reasons, we ended up in Portofino. I won't go into that story because it's a very long one. So, but basically, myself, my family, and my brother's family, we ended up in Portofino in 2010, December of 2010, and we rented a hotel in Santa Margarita with the express intention of going to the Villa Alta Chiara and seeing that villa and coming back. That had been my desire right from almost childhood. I don't know where that came from, but it was always there for me. And so in Santa Margarita, we rented the house. We drove down to Portofino, and then the villa is in a very small corner. It's very hard to see the villa actually because there is no signs. There is a small sign that is in the corner that you can eventually find. So we parked our car there. We walked up to this little lane, and then we saw Villa Alta Chiara there. And then we wanted to go inside, but it's a private property. It was owned by some businessman in Europe, and he goes on vacation every once in a while throughout the world. So the gate was locked, and we didn't know what to do. You cannot go inside just like that. And actually, the board says you cannot trespass, and there are dogs inside, and a very scary board there. So you can't really go inside. So we hung around there, myself, my brother, and my sister-in-law. My wife and kids were, my kids were very small at that time, so they stayed back in the hotel. But the three of us, we just hung around there. We didn't know what to do, and we finally thought, okay, I don't think we can go inside. So we were coming back, and while we were coming back, there is this person who is coming from inside the villa to the gate. And think about the coincidence of that happening. There is a little bit of time that takes for someone to come from inside the villa to the gate. And for that to coincide with you walking away, it's ridiculous amount of coincidence there. So we saw this person coming towards the gate, and then we stopped. And then we let him come outside the gate, and we asked him, can we go inside and see the villa? And he said, oh, no, this is a private property. You cannot go in. It's the owner is not here. He's in vacationing in Florida at this point. So you can't, I can't really take you. And also I'm very busy. I'm going out for some grocery shopping. And we kind of asked him, we don't need to go inside the villa. We'll just see outside the villa, and then we will go back. And he said, well, I'm right now busy. I have to do some shopping. I'll come back at 4 p.m. So we said, okay, thank you. And then we went back to our hotel. This was in the morning around 9 or 10. And then we got ready. at 3:30 we drove down to the villa again, and then it was around 4 and we didn't see him anywhere. And we waited for about 30 minutes, nobody showed up, and we realized that he was basically just trying to get rid of us by telling us to come back at 4 p.m. So we didn't know what to do. And there was this art store right in front of the villa. There were many stores there, but there was this particular store that we thought we can just go and see and basically go back to our hotel. So we walked inside this art store, and we were thinking, we were just looking at those things, and we got to talking the owners of the store, and they were asking us where we came from and all that. So we told them that we came to see this villa, and we carried Lord Meher that talks about Baba's stay in the villa and all that. So we showed them, here is the by the way, the store owners luckily knew English, so we showed them Baba's picture where he's sitting near the wall, where it is the same pose that is in the tomb today. So we showed them the picture of Baba sitting near the wall, and they looked at that and said, "Oh, this is villa. This is villa." They recognized that wall, the curved wall. And then we read the story where Baba talks about how that villa is haunted and there is ghost in that and so on. So we read that whole 3 or 4 paragraphs to them, and they were fascinated to hear that. And they asked, so we told them, we came in the morning, but the caretaker told us to come at 4 p.m., but he's not here anywhere. So the owner said, oh, hold on just a second. And he calls this guy. He happens to be the friend of this caretaker. And he calls this guy and tells him to come. And the caretaker didn't know why he was being called. So he came to the store and he saw us, and his face was in a big shock. He didn't expect us to be there, because he thought he escaped. And when he saw us, his face was like his jaw dropped. And then, both of them talked for some time in their own language. And then they said, okay, what we'll do is we'll take you up, but because the owner is not there, we cannot take you inside the building. You can just stay outside and be there for 5 minutes, and then you can go back. They said, okay, that will work for us. And then so the store owner and this caretaker and the 3 of us, we walked up behind them, going through the whole path all the way up. And we went up and we saw the places where Baba had this picture on the stairs, picture near the wall. We actually bowed down near the wall where Baba sat, where the tomb pose is there. So we bowed down to that place. We did the prayers, and these 2 people are seeing us in a shock. They didn't know what was going on, because they were a bit surprised that we were going down to that place and then saying these prayers. So the caretaker finally, after we were done with all the prayers, he said, something changed in him, and he said, I will let you go inside the villa, but you cannot go up the floor, but I let you go inside and stay for 5 minutes, and then you have to go. And then he took us inside the villa. We opened the door, and then we were there inside. We said the prayers there. But as soon as I stepped into the villa, the moment he opened the door, there is this front room where I'm 100% sure there is a picture of Baba sitting in this window, the silhouetted, you guys know that picture I'm talking about. There is a silhouetted picture of Baba sitting in the window in the Villa Alta Chiara, and he's sitting like this, something like this, and that is that room, I'm pretty sure. And you could clearly feel his presence in that room, and it was really great to be there. So after that, we didn't go upstairs, but we came back after that. So that's how it unfolded.
Thank you, Jay Baba. That was beautiful.
Great story. Beautiful. Thank you.
That was beautiful, Mayor Prasad. That was one of my dreams also. And I did make it to Portofino in 2018, but I was not successful in getting to the villa. But I had tried very much before even going on the trip to see if I could get in. And this travel agent that helped book our trip and whatnot, she even contacted the local chamber in Portofino and asked if there was any way that we could get to the villa, and they said no, it's under the ownership of some Russian billionaire or something that and it's under renovations and there's no way anybody can get in. So
Yeah.
we were there, so near and yet so far, but at least we made it to Portofino. It's been my dream too. So I share that with you.
We have a little story because we went there. We went with Seppi, our friend from England who brought us to Baba, and she found a ladder against a building and climbed up this ladder where she could see right across the top of the villa.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been busy just now on my phone trying to find that picture. I mean, it's ridiculously obscure, but we went to great lengths to trespass wherever we could in Portofino.
You mean the villa? You're talking about the villa itself?
Yeah.
Oh, I have the pictures of villa. I actually see them every year. I actually see them 3 to 4 times because the pictures of the villa haunt me. So I keep them in my desktop and I keep seeing them every once in a while. Let me share the.
Yeah, I think yours would be clear as opposed to ours that were obscure.
Let me see.
The whole area is so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so Vijay was asking about the picture that Vijay was asking. And then the Alta Kiara pictures. Let's see, where do I have them? That is the villa.
Wow.
And then there is 2 more I can show.
Would you share that with us?
Yeah, sure.
That'd be so great.
Wow.
Wow, beautiful.
I'll put my email in.
I had no idea it was so big. Beautiful. Oh my God.
Oh, it's very beautiful around the villa. It's breathtaking view from right behind this villa is where you can see the entire Mediterranean Sea. It's so breathtakingly beautiful.
Beautiful. And Baba had the whole villa when he was there?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Wow. My God.
Yeah,
Heaven.
I also looked down at that, at that rocky thing where, where there is story about how people had difficult time coming up, and
yes, they went for a walk.
that is so steep from the villa down to the sea. It's extremely steep. I don't know how they did that, but
yeah, beautiful. Beautiful.
Go back to that last one. I think I saw Baba there. Wait a minute. Do you see on the awning?
Oh, yes. Oh.
Do you see?
Right there.
Right there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right in the awning, it's Baba's
No,
face.
down below.
Down
on
below.
the first floor, right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Wow.
I think the drugs are kicking in, but I see them.
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
Thank you
Diana,
so
let's
much,
see
Mayor
that.
Prasad.
yeah.
Thank you so much, Mayor Prasad, for sharing all these and your
Great,
story.
Prasad. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you, Mayor Prasad.
Thank
Jai
you.
Baba.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
Thank you.
Let's all meet their next life.
Yay! I'm all for
But
it.
I have a feeling I must have been the ghost that Baba was talking about.
Because you're haunted by it. Funny.
What a night this has been.
Beautiful.
Yeah, great.
Jeff, you're muted. Do you know you're muted, Jeff? You're talking, but I don't know if you're talking to Nan or us.
Oh, yeah. You know, I'm sorry. I was
Okay.
saying I do feel like we were all with Baba in the past, in the 1920s and 30s and 40s. So we could very well have been with Baba in these places.
It was
I mean,
fun.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy we did this.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another great
Yeah,
idea.
thanks, Jeff.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what we come up with. I'm trying to think if anybody has an idea for next Sunday. I mean, anything that it comes up. I mean, a subject or something. You know, one thing that might be interesting, but I don't know if it'll. It just depends on how wide an appeal it has. But one of the things that Darwin used to talk about, how we have a not just unworthiness, but there's something that keeps us from feeling that Baba loves us unconditionally. I mean, there are resistances in us, you know, and some people over the years have felt unworthy. Their life is such that they feel like Baba disapproves of them. All of that. That is I don't know if you folks suffer from that, but a lot of Baba people do over the years. And how to, how people get beyond that. Get more of a sense of Baba loves you no matter what, But I don't know if that is an appealing subject or any other subject. I mean, Marta, you got an idea?
Jeff, didn't you mention something about finding Baba in each other and how to love Baba in others?
Yeah, we did that.
We did that last.
Oh, I missed that. Oh, darn. Okay. Well, at least I remembered what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
but Jeff, I think this is a good idea. I mean, it will probably help a lot of us, what you just suggested.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you think? I mean, because sometimes we have impossible standards that we expect ourselves to live up to, and yet those standards are not important to Baba. They're ones that we have created, and we're falling short. And Baba is not that. He's not expecting us to be perfect. You know, one thing that Adi said, Baba doesn't want you to be perfect. He wants you to be perfectly human. Anyway, I'll ponder that. Yeah, let's just decide that, and then maybe if you can find any quotes that pertain to that, and any kind of experiences that you've had because Baba would be completely in us if we didn't have anything that kept him outside, Anyway, let's.
So would it be something like quotes about Baba's accepting us as we are?
Yeah, anything
Okay.
along that line, accepting us as we are, not as we think we should be. Beyond the shoulds. Yeah. Okay. Well, wonderful getting together like this. And Jai Baba.
Hey, Baba.
Jai Baba. Thank you, everyone, for sharing all these lovely photographs.
And we got to get Nasreen
Yeah.
to end it. Nasreen.
Jai Baba.
Yes. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay, I'm ready. Avatar Meher
Meher Baba ki jai.
Avatar
Meher Baba ki jai.
Avatar
Meher Baba ki jai.
Yeah.
Oh, we got
Yeah,
Ganesh.
yeah.
Nice. Jai Baba.
Baba, Jai Baba. Thank you. Thank you,
Jai
Jeff.
Baba.
Yeah.
Hey, Meher
You
Baba.
guys.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Jeff.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Meher Prasad,
Thank you,
for
Jeff.
sharing. Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jai Baba Vijay ji.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba, Jai Baba,
Dinesh.
everybody.
Hey, Meher Baba to everyone. Avatar Meher Baba ki
Jai
jai.
Baba.
Jai
Baba Meher
Baba Dinesh.
Yeah.